Turn around, face the car.
Don't put your hands on me. Listen.
You're gonna get hurt.
I
Don't
am?
listen to what I'm telling you.
Are you audio video recording this?
So I'm being detained for no probable cause.
At the moment, yeah. I just want to tell you.
Guys, I have not committed any crimes. I'm being detained unlawfully.
You think it's funny?
No, it's not funny.
Okay. Stop!
They just grabbed a guy, punched him, ground his face into the gravel. It's not right.
Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how people who have always supported the police changed their minds after meeting them and getting beaten up. But before we start, I really ask you to support me by clicking the thanks button. Even $1 is very important to me. Thank you, and let's get started.
How you doing?
Yeah, to be an audio and video recorded. It's a crime to be in the park after hours. This is considered a park.
All right, I'll go find another place to watch a movie.
All right, you got your ID on you real quick?
No, I don't.
You're not shutting the door. You're not free to leave.
Yeah, I am.
You're not.
Why are you acting like that?
Because you're
I just
kind
said
of being rude.
I'm being rude?
Yes.
And how is that?
I'm trying to explain to you, you're in the park after hours and you're committing a crime.
That's a
You're
crime?
Not. It is, yes.
No, it's not. It's a civil offense.
Do you have your ID
Really?
with you?
No, I don't have my ID on me.
One, I'll take another.
You're not getting my ID for sitting in a parking lot now. Sorry.
Whose car are you in?
Pardon me?
You're not shutting the door on me.
I'm not shutting the door. I'm rolling the window down. Now you can shut my door.
I'm not shutting the door. I need your name. You are not free
I'm
to
not
leave.
giving you my name.
Okay. I'll take those units. Go. Putting your shoes on for you. You're not going anywhere.
And why is that, sir?
Why? Because you're refusing to tell me who you are, and you're probably going to end up going to jail.
Oh, for not giving you my name.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You have at it.
Okay, go ahead and stand up for me. Turn around, face the car. Turn around, face the car.
Don't put your hands on me, pal.
This 62-year-old man had been traveling for 11 hours and decided to stop at a park to just take a break. Now his lawyer has shared this video so people can see what happened that night. I'm sure you're gonna be surprised now.
I don't listen what I'm telling you. Are you audio video recording this? I already told you that. Get on the hey, oh, you're under arrest, dude.
He was on all fours. He then kneed him in the ribs, breaking 8 ribs, puncturing a lung, and separating 3 from the sternum. The most egregious abuse of power in any case that I've been involved with. Admittedly, he could have simply given him his name. But regardless of whether or not he gives him his name and identifies himself completely with the officer, that stimulus doesn't match what comes after that.
Just so you understand, this is one of those people who always supported the police. He thought the videos I show and other bloggers were false montages. I'm sorry that people only find out the truth under such sad circumstances.
I will, I promise. Why did you hit me? You weren't listening. Now you want to tell me your name?
In addition to suffering a concussion, the 62-year-old was so severely beaten to the point that his attorneys told the jail refused to take him in. He spent days in the hospital. Spokane County prosecutors agreed to drop all charges against the man, which included being in a public park after hours and obstructing. The sergeant involved in this incident has been placed on administrative leave.
And the next video is the detention of a passenger. I would like to discuss it with you because he was detained for a long time. But in order not to bore you, I will show the most important moments in 4 minutes.
I see people do this all the time, and if they don't, they can get civil infractions for nothing.
2 week cautions are worth for your and do you have insurance on the vehicle? Do you have that possibly?
So I'm being detained for no probable cause.
At the moment, yeah. Who told you what was going on?
I haven't committed any crime.
Like I said, when I run your plate,
I haven't committed any crime.
I have to tell you.
Do you have a reasonable, articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime?
Jump out of the vehicle on a traffic stop. You look totally.
Guys, I have not committed any crimes. I'm being detained unlawfully.
It's all on camera, so it's all on the dash camera too.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you didn't know
if there's a civil suit, I have something to fall back on. Because I was just a random passenger.
Yeah, you don't jump out of a vehicle on a traffic stop.
Right
Well, I don't know that.
Right there gives us a
But
ground.
I see this stuff on YouTube all the time, how these stops get out of hand, so I'm going to do this for my safety.
You go ahead and record it.
Sorry, the public has made law untrustworthy lately. So this is a traffic infraction I have no involvement in. I'm being detained for what? No purpose.
In the vehicle and jumped out of the vehicle for the 3rd time.
Well, I'm just a passenger. I have no crime. So,
You don't jump out of a vehicle on a traffic stop.
well, I don't know that.
You don't know that?
I don't know that.
That's kind of common sense, huh?
I guess it's a law how you invent it.
I found it funny when a man asks, are you detaining me for no reason? And the cop calmly says, at the moment, yeah. He doesn't even try to hide the fact that there is no reason to detain him. And most importantly, the man with the camera is just a passenger.
I have to record and make sure the law isn't violated. Am I free to go?
Oh,
I can go right now.
you
But
can't.
if I were, you
Keep
have,
that
I have,
man,
I have no, you have no probable cause to hold me or take my rights away.
Just give him a ride back to the hotel. I don't know what's going on.
You have no probable cause.
What? I said, hey, man, you can ride.
I see this stuff on YouTube all the time, so I just want to make sure no one's rights are violated.
Nobody's rights are being violated.
Well,
What
you're
doing
violating
is
my civil rights right now by detaining me.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I am not.
You actually are.
You guys buddies?
No, just a random passenger.
I just came over here. I'm officer Smith, by the way.
That's the interaction that should happen. No one's even introduced herself to me, and I'm just a passenger. No one's asked my name or anything. I'm being detained without even identifying.
We haven't got there yet because we were too busy chasing you around. Instead of
Well,
staying in the car.
I'm gonna make sure I better keep this live.
Well, keep it live.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not.
Am I being suspected of a crime?
You're being detained at the moment. I already told you this 4 times now.
I want to hear from the other officer. I was just walking back to the hotel, and my random stranger offered me a ride, and I just hopped in, and he said, "I'll take you down the road." And all of a sudden, he's got lights on him.
Okay, I would understand if the cop asked for the man's ID, wrote down his information and let him go. But why detain a passenger? He's not been questioned, he's not been searched. The cops are just pointlessly wasting his time.
I could take an airplane out to Colorado tomorrow morning.
Is that so? You're working in Colorado?
Yeah, actually, Cernex Corporation's here at Chesterfield Airport.
So how safe are those little planes, man?
Well, safer than having your rights violated and being detained for no probable cause. I wish the airplane has a less probability of falling apart than being having laws violated by police officers, who I've seen too much of lately. So I've lost kind of trust in police officers. There's just too much violence.
I mean, we're being respectful. So.
Yeah, that's.
Nothing wrong being a passenger. That's
Yeah.
the issue. The issue is you jumped out of the car and tried to take off when you got pulled over.
I'm not
And
taking
that's
off.
a no-no, 'cause
I
we don't know what's
haven't
going
taken off anywhere.
You get jumped out of the car when it was pulled
I mean,
over.
you're trying to make believe something up here. That's a fantasy world that you have in your head.
Good reason. It's for our safety.
I don't know what the reason. It's none of my business. I shouldn't even be involved in this.
He can stand right there. Brennan v. California states that when a traffic stop is committed, all occupants in the vehicle are therefore seized. At this point, you are seized, part of Brennan v. California, which is part of this traffic stop.
I don't live in California.
I understand. It's a U.S. Supreme Court case. You are in the United States of America. You fall under the Supreme Court ruling, Brennan v. California.
I have no idea.
I wonder if the bus driver had been suspected of something, would the cop have detained all the passengers? I think in that case, this detention would have lasted until morning. Friends, write in the comments how much of what you see is legal.
Well, I understand you do not know. It's not a big deal.
I'm not a law student. I'm just a pilot.
Absolutely.
I see all these. I see a lot of cops get out of hand on the YouTube shorts lately. So
Absolutely.
I'm just recording for my safety.
You can record as all you want. I'm just telling you right now, you are seized as far as the traffic stop is under the Supreme Court ruling.
Okay, and what's the reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm being detained here for?
Part of a probable cause for a traffic stop.
What's the crime? What's the probable cause crime? What's the suspicion of crime that's been committed?
Because of the traffic stop violation.
What link do I have to this of committing any crimes?
Whatever's reasonable. Supreme Court says whatever's reasonable.
And what is that? Can you state what the crime is that I've committed?
You haven't committed a crime, but you are part of the traffic stop. The Supreme Court has ruled we are allowed to detain you. Okay? You can record all you want. You're just not free to go. Okay? Thank you.
All right. I'll be consulting a lawyer after this. Just wasting time. Am I free to go? And what crime was committed? What was I detained for?
The traffic stop for the 6th time now.
You didn't suspect me of anything, so you're going to see my attorney.
And the next use of force by the cops was just because of an open beer bottle. It was in a completely deserted area. The suspect wasn't bothering anyone, but the cops beat him anyway. More in our new story.
Put your beer down.
This is San Rafael police body camera video showing Officer Daisy Mazzari goes talking to a man with an open container of beer back in July.
You know, I don't have nothing to say.
You don't have nothing to say? You're just out here drinking and you think it's funny?
No, it's not funny.
Okay.
Things heat up after Officer Brandon Nail arrives. The officer's asking for ID and he gets up to do that after being told to sit down.
Hey, sit down. Hey, you talk to me.
Well, I told you to sit down.
I know. You know what? Yes.
Take out your ID.
The man gets up again, and that's when Officer Nail grabs him, takes him to the ground, and hits him.
Stop!
They just grabbed a guy, punched him, ground his face into the gravel. It's not right.
The man's face ends up bloodied, and he suffered a broken nose and concussion.
I told you to sit down, you don't sit down.
Afterward, this is how Officer Nail described what happened to another officer.
What's that? You had a bad day. Okay.
Minutes later, Nail also says the man attacked him.
He tried to put me in the headlock. What's that? He tried to put me in the headlock. Really?
A sergeant later remarked.
You're giving me great experience with the use of forces, dude.
You know, guys, when cops don't calculate force during an arrest and use too much of it, I can kind of understand it. But when an officer attacks on purpose and is amused by it, That's really sadistic, and I think people like that need to be treated.
The police officers in this case treated like my client like he didn't matter.
Charlie Dresso is the man's attorney. He says those officers smiled and joked about the incident.
It's insulting to the human dignity of my client. And it shows the sort of level of institutional arrogance with the two police officers.
The allegations are not reflective of the San Rafael Police Department.
Fortunately, both officers were placed on leave.
We understand that this incident definitely eroded some of that trust and some of that relationship that we've built over the many years.
Now, after Marin County prosecutors review those body cam videos, they dropped all charges against that man, including resisting arrest, battery on an officer, and public intoxication.
Friends, write your opinions in the comments. I think we have a lot to discuss, and anyone who wants to support me, I ask you to send how much you can spare by pressing the thanks button. This channel exists only because of you.